For the next phase of Amanda Waller's alternate Earth-conquering aspirations, Task Force X will see themselves sent to the deep, dark reaches of space. What'll happen next? Well, let's hop into the pages of Suicide Squad, issue number 9, and find out together, shall we? So then, as we open up this newest story arc, Waller is getting up to speed on everything that's been going on with Rick Flag. Not only is he very much alive, but he's raiding all of Task Force X's black site prisons and recruiting his own anti-Suicide Squad Suicide Squad. The longer he's out there too, the bigger and badder hitters he gets for his team. He's recruited General Zod's son Lord Zod and even Peacemaker directly from under Waller herself. This means that the Wall better hurry and complete her plans for invading Earth 3 before Flag ends up getting the drop on her. Speaking of Flag, we actually get to check on in with him and his team and see what they're up to. Apparently the Parademon, whose name is very difficult to say because it's in an alien tongue, has offered up use of his spaceship. Flag is using it not to explore space like the main Suicide Squad is, but instead to explore the depths of the ocean to recruit the next member of his team, the odd and otherworldly Fisherman, a mostly forgotten Aquaman villain who has also been done wrong by Amanda Waller. Now, back over with the rest of the Suicide Squad, they're getting ready for their big space mission. Tensions are running hot right now, as they always are on Task Force X. Major Force doesn't like Match, and Match doesn't like him. But at least everyone can agree that they don't like Ambush Bug and his constant breaking of the fourth wall and calling out comic book tropes. Hell, in this issue alone, he makes reference to the famous Amalgam line of comics and even makes fun of Match and Nocturna for growing together as people and developing as characters, something that doesn't happen much in Task Force X stories. Then of course there's poor Calibra, who is still coming to terms with the fact that she died during the team's last mission to Hell, and well, she ended up in Hell anyway, meaning that maybe she is a worse villain than she thought. Waller's keeping her alive with Lazarus resin, and she was about to lose all hope until William Cobb actually opens up to her and reveals that he's not crazy. Why? Because, well, as a Talon, Cobb is technically a zombie too, and I guess all the zombies gotta stick together. Now, where exactly is Task Force X being sent this day? Well, it seems that Waller has aspirations to steal something very important from the ruins of Oa, the home of the Green Lanterns. Well, former home if you've been reading the main Green Lantern book. I'm sure this will make a lot more sense to you. Going to space and to an alien planet isn't enough though, because the team also ends up having to go underwater too, and what lurks in the deep darkness of Oa is nothing friendly. If the giant killer Krakens weren't bad enough, then our team of villains and ne'er-do-wells coming face to face with Joe Mullen, the Far Sector Green Lantern, is extra bad. Now, much like during their last mission to Hell, it's right around here that the team opts to split up. Ambush Bug takes Major Force into one of the science cells, the Green Lantern's fancy name for, regular prison cells. And it's here we discover that the thing Waller is after actually isn't a thing at all, but a person, some sort of strange alien that the Green Lanterns have been keeping captive for a long time now. Keeping with the symmetry between this story and the Rick Flag story, this alien's name is also pretty damn incomprehensible. This is why Ambush Bug, in his comedic timing, decides to call him Yorick, as in, alas, I knew him. There's also a minor C-plot this issue, with Match and the other members of the Suicide Squad making plans to try and leave Major Force behind and or kill him and make it look like an accident. But he just really seems to be a bad old penny who refuses to get lost. Joe Mullen ends up fighting it out with the sea monsters, which means Task Force X is ready to make their tactical retreat. When they all make it back to the ship though, they see Yorick screwing around with it. At first, they don't love the idea of some alien weirdo tinkering with their ship, but the man with the bird skull for a head says that they're going to need what he's doing if they ever hope to survive the assault from the Thanagarians, who are shooting at them right now as the comic comes to a close. And so that was Suicide Squad issue number 9, everybody, and once again, I must say I'm really enjoying what Robbie Thomas is offering here. This Suicide Squad book has a surprising amount of continuity in it, which I always like to see, and yet also is easy enough for I think just about anyone to pick it up if they're interested. This is also quickly turning into probably the greatest Match story ever told, which I really did not think when I first picked up issue 1. And as I mentioned too, there's a lovely bit of symmetry going on between the two different Suicide Squad stories. Waller's continued slide into madness and supervillainy, with Rick Flag's move more into a traditional heroic direction. If I had one minor tiny complaint, it's only that this story seemed to play out structurally almost exactly like the Hell mission from the previous arc, with Ambush Bug doing the hard work while everyone else mouse fought. Overall, though, still pretty damn solid, which is why I give it a 7.5 out of 10.
Hey there everyone, it's your old pal Cape Jewel, and if you're seeing me right now, that means you watched to the end of the video, which I am very appreciative of. It really helps drive engagement and retention and all that other good YouTube stuff. So does liking and commenting. Wink wink. If you like my content too, you should check out my Patreon page. We just redid all the tiers, so there's a ton of great rewards. You can become a patron for as little as $1 a month, and well, it would just really help me out. It's never expected, but always appreciated. So until next time everyone, I've been Cape Joel, and I will see you next time. Bye-bye.